In today's episode, I'm going to be talking about the top 10 funny, crazy, mental moments of Scotland online that went viral in 2017. Be prepared to laugh, be prepared to cringe. Hello folks, how's it going? Welcome to the vlog. My name is Shaun and I'm a YouTuber from Edinburgh in Scotland. If you are new here, I'd very much appreciate if you would hit the big red subscribe button down below to keep in touch with all of my content. And in today's episode, as we're coming up for the end of the year, I thought I would do a bit of an annual review of sorts. In fact, I've got 2 or 3 of them planned. The thing is about Scotland, I don't know if you guys know this, but we are basically a country of memes. We meme ourselves, other people meme us. Like, we are a place where lots of funny things happen, we do funny things, and then we make fun of it. And basically, it just turns into one big joke online, and it's all really fun and hilarious. In 2017, was no exception. We had some absolute crackers. Since we are only literally days away from 2018, the new year, what a perfect time to kind of go through the top 10 list of craziest moments 2017. So why don't we just get right into it? So there was one post that somebody made online that went really viral because his post was about something very topical. Brexit. This was the year that Brexit was discussed until we were literally blue in the face. We talked about all kinds of Brexit implications and what it meant for us in Scotland, and frankly we had had enough of it. However, we did spot one thing that we thought was hilarious and worthy of a bit of a gag. Keep that pun in your head for just a wee moment until you find out what it is. Scrolling through the adult only content channels in the deepest darkest of the skybox, someone found this. Hard Brexit for Brexit with a XXX in the middle to emphasise what we're talking about here. Scottish leader Nicholas Virgin reaches out to German Chancellor Angela Merkel for support, but they end up in a tartan tryst. Oh my god, 18 plus. This is definitely 18 plus. I mean, that is an interesting take on Brexit. We've heard it discussed from every angle, and I think this is a new angle that we have not yet explored. The Scottish Government doing everything it can to stay in Europe, but I don't think it would go that far. Or maybe it would. This post of course went viral online. Everybody thought it was hilarious. Definitely a new take on Brexit. And you know what? After all the rubbish political talk we've heard of over the year, it was nice to get some lightheartedness out of it. That's what I say, bring on the jokes. And that's basically what this list is mostly about. So brace yourself for the rest of them. Right, okay, so Trainspotting. Obviously a very important cultural film when we're talking about Scotland and Edinburgh, the city where I'm from. Starring Mark Renton, the heroin addict, right? This year, 2017, saw the release of T2 Trainspotting, the second Trainspotting, where Mark Renton comes home. Well, how about this for a news headline? In August 2017, 3 or 4 months after we had seen the reintroduction of Renton onto our screens, and I quote, "Drug trafficker Mark Renton jailed after being caught with heroin in Edinburgh." I mean, I dare say this lad was born after or around the time when Mark Renton, the TV Mark Renton, played by Ewan McGregor, hit our screens in the 90s. His mum and dad thought, right, perfect name for our son, Mark Renton. Little did they know he would turn out to be a drug dealer and end up on the news. And that was just the source of endless punnery. Hilarious. Number 8, right? And this also involves the police. Now, we are used to doing some horrendous things with our foods in Scotland, but this takes the biscuit. A Scottish user on Twitter was so disgusted by what he saw of another user's post, which was basically a Nutella chocolate and cheese toasted sandwich, that he reported it to the police on Twitter. I mean, cheese and chocolate on a sandwich is absolutely minging, and I just wonder what went through the police's minds when they saw this. Number 7 is a really, really bizarre one, right? Andy Murray, Scottish hero. Yes, I said Scottish. Andy Murray is Scottish. Nobody can take that away from us. Our man, Andy Murray, Wimbledon champion several times over, and a great tennis player, Scottish tennis player, had a baby this year. In fact, his second child. And this butcher from Dunblane thought he'd celebrate by making this sausage baby made out of 2 long sausages, 1 circle sausage and black pudding for eyes. I mean, it is quite a creepy sight. It's shared in Scottish newspapers, including the Scottish Sun. Dunblane is obviously the town where Andy Murray is from. This butcher is also from there, and he thought he would do the right thing by honouring the baby, but like, I'm not sure this is the way that should be done. You know what? Let's continue the politics theme just for a wee second. Donald Trump. Now, I'm not going to get into too many details about actual politics in this post, right? Donald Trump is actually half Scottish. His mum was Scottish. Half of his family is all Scottish. But in Scotland, he's not that well thought of, in actual fact. Here in Scotland, we took several opportunities to participate in several protests within Scotland this year about Donald Trump. And the funniest thing about it was our posters. Scottish protests in general are legendary, right? We know how to make a protest in a peaceful and funny manner. And some of the placards that people took with them to the protests were absolutely legendary. Not only going viral in Scotland and the UK, but are all around the world. People were fascinated by some of the Scottish insults that we used on our posters. I mean, take a look at this one for example. Chapati to your head, ya bam. I mean, a lot of people won't even understand exactly what that means. They won't even understand more than 2 or 3 words of that sentence, but we know what it is. Bam just seems like the perfect response to a Donald Trump in the world. But there are a lot more funny posters that resulted from those protests. Your ma was an immigrant, you absolute roaster. How about that for a Scottish insult, you absolute roaster? In general, there are no insults better done than in Scotland. We know how to insult properly, using excellent language. It's good Scots language, and that's how we do it. Be warned never to fall under our wrath. Right, we're into the top 5 now, and it's getting serious. This one is absolutely brilliant. So you're at a train station, right? You might see someone with a dog on a lead. You can see all sorts of funny sights in train stations, but in Scotland, you might even see this. A man with his sheep on a leash. Hashtag only in Scotland. I made something called a Bonnie Box recently, right? And I sent out a lot of Scottish products around the world to people in the United States and Canada, all around Europe, and one of the things in that package was a keyring with a sheep on it, a tartan sheep. We have a lot of sheep in Scotland, that's what that represented. Just goes to show, there are people in Scotland that very much care for their sheep. Number 4, and we're back to politics. We've had the Trump side, and now we're going to have the Obama side. Scotland was furious when Obama came to visit our country, right? He went golfing, but then did he not only go and disrespect us? He got an Iron Brew, famous Scottish drink, while playing golf, trying to tick things off the list, but people noticed it was a Diet Iron Brew. I mean, that's just not the same thing, folks. Don't come to Scotland and think you're going to try Iron Brew and have a diet one. And you know what? Obama was called out for it. Scots outraged as Barack Obama drinks diet version of Iron Brew on a golf trip to St Andrews. Obama, come to Scotland, drink real Iron Brew, be a man. We're getting into the top 3, folks, and now it gets really hilarious. The third one is also political, and it comes from the biggest Scottish political party, the SNP, the Scottish National Party. The SNP have been praised rightfully for doing a lot of really good things in Scotland over the last few years, but this one was a bit of a head scratcher. The SNP 2017 manifesto had a picture of this. That is the SNP logo and what appears to be a Triceratops dinosaur. I'm not 100% sure what they were trying to say with this picture. Scotland is tough as a dinosaur, and you try and mess with us, and we will stab you through the eyeball, especially if you're an infant. I mean, Scotland has so many beautiful images that they could have used to kind of promote our country. The Highlands, like the amazing cities we've got here. Beautiful Edinburgh, I don't know. Promote Scotland, like there's just so many opportunities. But with this picture, I'm not 100% sure what message they were trying to convey. Number 2 is a picture that went viral from Glasgow. Edinburgh might be our cultural capital in Scotland, but I would say Glasgow is the capital city of memes of the universe. It is a hilarious place where all kinds of shit goes down, right? This photo that I'm going to show you totally epitomises that. A Teletubby in the back of a police car arrested. I mean, I can only imagine the kind of shenanigans he was getting up to in Glasgow city centre that fateful night. When you zoom in, it looks like this guy's wearing a devil mask for one, and others are just standing around nonchalantly while there is a Teletubby in the back of the police car in front of them. And the funny thing is, the expression on the lad's face, he's like, I've been arrested, take a selfie right now. If you want to laugh, just come to Scotland on a Saturday night, get into Glasgow, and away you go. And with that, we have reached my number 1 position for the most crazy batshit thing that happened in Scotland that went viral this year. And this one, guys, as we say in Scotland, is an absolute stoter. Facebook has become a platform of all kinds of things. Viral videos, and now it's also a great place to sell your unwanted goods, including furniture, right? Perfectly normal. In Scotland we do the same. Only this post was someone selling a particularly interesting rug. In brackets, Snoopy, £100 in Dundee. Dundee, you have topped yourself with this one. Had our dog turned into a rug when he died. Treasured family pet. Has to be sold as new dog keeps trying to hump it. I mean, there's just so much about this post that is hilarious, right? The picture of the dog, I don't know what you think, but if you look at the face of the dog, he looks like he's totally enjoying his place in the world as a rug now. Ignoring the fact though that actually they turned a dog into a rug, which is just a bizarre concept in itself, but the line which flattened me, had me on the floor in hysterics laughing, was the fact that their new dog tries to hump the thing. I mean, I think that's just the perfect way to end this episode, and is the perfect example of how Scotland is absolutely insane, and how we have had some really funny, hilarious moments online in 2017, and I'd love to know what your thoughts are down below. Did these things make you laugh? What did you think of them? There are so many things. As I said, Scotland is a country of memes, and 2017 was a good one. There was a lot to laugh at, folks. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I hope you've been enjoying my vlogs on my channel. Please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for all the love and support in 2017. I will speak to you again really soon. Take care. I slept for about 3 hours last night. Anyway, we're on a plane and we're flying again today. We're going from here in Vitoria to Sao Paulo, and then from Sao Paulo down to Curitiba.